Good evening. I'm going to call the November 9th, 2023 Finance Meeting to order. I am present. Councilmember McPartlin, Councilmember Moskowitz, Town Attorney Finnan, Town Comptroller Greenwood, Assistant to the Comptroller Janet Wynn. We also have Seth Goldstein, Chief Koshin, Lori Peretti, Laura Robertson, Ray Smith, Matt Yetto, and Ted Remsnyder from the Gazette. May I have a motion to approve the meeting minutes from the October 10th, 2023 Finance meeting?
Motion to approve the minutes from the October meeting.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Are there any changes to those minutes? All right, seeing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, those minutes are approved. Moving on to items for action.
Jamie, the September minutes need to be approved as well. I had to
Thank
do
you.
2 months.
Will you remind me of the date, please?
September.
I don't have my laptop in front of me.
September 12th.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right. May I have a motion to approve the meeting minutes from September 12th, 2023 Finance meeting?
Motion to approve the minutes from the September 12th.
Thank you.
23.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. Is there any discussion, any changes? All right. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The September 12th, 2023 minutes are approved. Now we will move on to items for action.
Thank you. Okay, the first item is a resolution extending the time buyback to full-time non-union employees. This is to match the MOAs that were done with the 4 unions to bridge the time as we're turning the payroll accounting into a different accounting timeframes. The second is a resolution to appoint a court clerk for the Justice Court. The third is going to be a resolution to adopt the 2024 budget. There was an addition. I had sent this out to everybody. This is a resolution to accept donations, 2 of them listed there, for the project to put the AEDs in the various town parks. And we have a discussion. As I'm sure everybody's aware, we've been having some difficulties with our cleaning here at Town Hall. So we are currently looking at several different options. We're going to be doing kind of a 2-pronged approach. One is getting civil service positions added to hire part-time cleaners directly. And once we have that option, we will also be putting out an RFP as well to see if we can hire, so to compare whether we can get a better deal with doing a contracted cleaning or hiring directly. We're in the midst of all of that. Hopefully by the December meeting, we'll have one option or the other set up for board approval. But in the meanwhile, I just wanted to say thank you to all the departments in the town. Everybody's been kind of trying to keep their own departmental areas tidy. The building crews are doing the bathrooms and whatnot, but everybody's been, taking out their own trash and recycling and running around with vacuum cleaners and whatnot to keep the place looking nice. And I appreciate the efforts that everybody's putting in, and we will get this resolved as quickly as possible.
So I got one question about that, because we
Yes.
used to have a part-time cleaners here, right? Was that a civil service position back then?
It was, but I don't know what his title was. It was something weird. It wasn't like cleaner because we've already looked into trying to figure out if we already had something to fit people into.
Right.
Like
we had that in the past.
Yes, yep. I can't remember his name, but there was an older gentleman when I started.
Yep. Thank you. Okay.
I just feel like we have more control if it's not a contract, you know what I mean? We can,
Yeah, well, we've tried different ways, right?
Yeah.
I guess, he worked for a while, and then I guess it wasn't working, and then we went to contract, and that worked for a while, and now we seem to be having trouble with that. Money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That is a true statement. The last item we have is that we are going to be having the usual budgetary modifications, and just for everybody's, as we're starting to wrap up the end of the year and people's lines are getting tight, you'll notice there are a few more of those this month and next, just as we clean up the end of the year. I believe we have one addition from the floor.
furnace on the dewatering building at the wastewater treatment plant needs to be repaired, and I just got a quote today. I wasn't expecting the price to be as high as it was. It's can be as high as $8,120. That would require finance committee approval. I'm still working with the company that's going to be doing the repair to try to get that price down, but it's going to be at the least, or not to exceed $8,120 to do the repair on the main heater for the building.
So is this something we have to go single source with, or?
It's the original company that installed it, and we've used the same company that we typically use on our HVAC systems here at the town. It would be trying the name of the company. TBS, Total Building Solutions. We've used them for the work here at Town Hall, and that's the one that Charlie typically uses for HVAC. I can look at other options as well, but to be able to catch the finance committee meeting so that I can get the approval to at least have that as an option, I'd like to try to get approval tonight for it, not to exceed $8,120. And does
Okay.
that work?
I have an opinion.
Yes, please.
So I think that we do still have to comply with the purchasing policy. So if the purchasing policy says that you have to get 2 quotes, I don't know if that's what it says, but if that's what it says, you should still try to get a second quote so we could do an approval up to the 8,120 condition on a second quote.
We can do that.
And then whoever comes in as the lowest. Does that make sense?
That works. All right, thank
Do
you.
you anticipate,
Hmm?
you said it, the second quote will be coming in?
I can get, I was not expecting the quote to be nearly as high as it was. So I quickly contacted Beth this afternoon when I got the quote, because I didn't even think it would need finance committee approval because I didn't think it was going to be that much.
So
So it'd be a motion to approve furnace repair bill. What did you say? Wastewater treatment plant?
Mhm.
At the wastewater treatment plant, up to $8,120 contingent upon quotes obtained pursuant to the purchasing policy. It's got to be voted on.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I'll
We
make
have to
a,
vote on it.
We need to
Yeah.
vote.
If Matt needs the approval, so he'd have it, so he doesn't have to wait until next month's finance, but it's contingent on him getting the quotes that he needs to comply with the purchasing policy.
Okay.
And then whoever gets the lowest quote would be who would,
so I'll make a motion to approve it as you stated,
okay.
$8,120 not to exceed, and getting a second quote.
And I-
Okay.
Yeah, then you just do all in favor.
all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Okay, and that's all that we had for this evening.
So at this time, I will make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Second,
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed?